Hey there folks, rinimt here, and welcome back to Famfrit 14 Endwalker, Let's Play, etc, etc, etc. In the last part, we did things. It's been a little bit since I recorded. I think we finished the 24-man raid? That sounds right. So things have changed since I last recorded. I have moved. I have a new microphone. Because I moved, I have a new recording setup. Well, adjusted the recording setup. But we're here. We're doing this. So anyway, with that all out of the way, let's do this. I actually wasn't even planning to record for a while on this after I moved, but then I'm like, patch 6.4 is coming, so I want to get through the next patch worth of stuff before that happens. So that kind of gives you a timeline when I record this. I recorded this at the start of May. This is probably going up in like October or something? If even something like that. It's going up a ways from now. But anyways. I'm rambling. The Sleeping Gentleman. Wait, I know you. We met in Kugane. You're a stone cold killer I asked to look after the love of my life. What's that look for? Surely you haven't forgotten me. You and me, we had a moment, a connection. Not like the one I've got with her, of course, but I know I left an impression. Oh gosh. Frankly, considering how many blows to the head I've taken, lucky I haven't forgotten my own name. Head trauma notwithstanding, I'm still offended. At the very least, surely my love for my sultry muse, an innocent and pure, not a little creepy adoration for the totality of her existence, is the kind of thing that would stick in your memory. Enough about me, this is about Miss Nashu. Ever since she got sucked into that weird portal back east, I've been scouring the world for any sign of her. I was this close to giving up, but then huzzah! I found her here in Rod's Han. Nora will be happy to get back to playing the silent invisible guardian, but she seems pretty distressed by the plight of her inspector friend. He's here too, but laid up and showing no signs of waking up anytime soon. I know she has been bashing all sorts of medicines in hopes of rousing him, but to no avail. I mean, I couldn't care less if he kicked the bucket, but I hate seeing her like this. She's liable to work herself to death. So what say you? Will you deliver my dearest Nashu in reply? You'll find her over the High Crucible, no doubt slaving over in the Lembic. And with that, I'll get back to cheering her up in the shadows. You too, I guess. Now go, quickly. Save my beloved. Alright. Let's go speak with Nashu. So yes, this is Hildibrand. Hildibrand is back after a... over there. We're just gonna walk. Hildibrand is back after a little, break from Shadowbringers. So, yay! And they've actually got a little more with Hildibrand this time. So, much to people's dislike. But, hi Nashu! How are you? And that should do it. Now let's take this medicine and... almost a Brinny. Arya, it feels like it's been forever, though definitely less than a year, I'm sure. What brings you to Razat Han, enjoying a spot of adventuring, or perhaps... You've heard! It's true! Inspector Hildibrand's gotten into hibernation again and— oh wait, giving me that look. The one that screams, what about the whole weird portal business? Alright, since you silently asked. So, back on the Ruby Sea, remember how Greg got doused with dew prism and was forced to whisk us all far away? How that strange rift then opened up, which the inspector then got sucked up into, and how I followed him in after that? Well, after that, we all ended up in this bizarre place. Couldn't tell up from down, left from right, so we wandered, lost and confused. Fortunately, Greg came to his senses and explained that we were in the introspectorial rift, and then used the same trick to bring us home. Greg himself stayed behind, though. Something about a score that he had to settle. Not sure what that was about, but hey, you know Greg. Anyway, we're back. We're back now, but the rub is that Inspector Hildibrand hasn't opened his eyes once. I know he needs his beauty sleep. It's been an awfully long time. We've got cases to solve. I've been trying my hand at apothecary stuff, seeing if I can't make something that'll get him up and moving, but nothing seems to work. But I think we're making progress. Me and Mr. Chupacabra from the Shakshoka concern, that is. You remember Mr. Chupacabra, right? Got sucked up into the rift with us, former evil mastermind. Not the bad ones, you get to know him. Please, I am to meet you once again under less compromising circumstances. If I may correct our mutual friend, I'm Jubraka, chairman of the Sajatra concern. Your distrustful and somewhat bloodthirsty glare is not unwarranted, but in my defense, who among us is not contemplating enslaving the rich and powerful to bend the world to their whim? I pray you forgive me my poor joke, and I'll be to assure you that after wandering the interdimensional rift for the sisters only know how long, I am a changed man. Naturally, I understand the words alone that would not suffice to absolve me of my sins. Thus, since my return, I've operated a humble apothecary that caters to the needs of one and all. Furthermore, I've made arrangements for Miss Nashi's workshop. Rest assured that I will spare no effort in helping her see Inspector Hildibrand awakened and returned to full health. Did I turn on the sound? I think I might turn on the sound. Let's check that. And with that, if you would excuse me, I must see that other business. Isn't he the nicest ex-villain you've ever met? But that's right. I had just finished my latest medicine. I got high hopes for this new recipe. I suppose I have to go get a look at the Manderville man himself. By all means, the Inspector is resting in a room up in Kama, awake or asleep. I'm sure he'd enjoy your company. Let's go. Let's check here. No, I haven't. Okay, no, it's just I'm playing other games that have been a little bit louder, so I'm not as used to this being so quiet. Oh, it's down there. Okay. I'm doing really good at the map right now. Really good at the map. Man, it's been a while since I recorded. I guess when you move and change your setup, and then lots of things happen between the last time you recorded and this, you get a little rusty at doing the game. Or something. So... Hi? Oh, door. Haha. Oh, there he is. Isn't this room nice? Mr. Chupacabra is taking care of everything. Even pay the rent in full. I'm distracted, aren't I? You need to concentrate while examining the Inspector. Yes? So the sleeping Inspector Hildibrand. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out. Alright. His face. Definitely sleeping. Rugged features belie what is, at closer glance, a sensitive mien of a cultured gentleman. While he still breathes, he appears to be locked in a deep slumber. His arm. Rippling muscles bespeak impressive strength, while smooth skin suggests that only the rarest of occasions does a man resort to violence. Troublingly, his limbs are stiff and cold to the touch as the blood runs cold in his veins. And his leg. The exquisite buckles of the stylish footwear design unique to House Manderville, these shoes would almost certainly fetch a small fortune in the markets. Inspector's condition is disturbingly reminiscent of the Scions who were summoned to the First for a time. finished already? Any theories as to what's wrong with the inspector? I suspect he may have been summoned to another reflection. I see. I mean, I don't, but that's what you're supposed to say at times like this. I know that much. How do we wake him up? Return his soul to his body? But where did it go? And what is it doing there? Let's see. I probably went to the first, become the Gentleman of Darkness, as you do. I see, right. So, can you go there? Great, in that case, I'll leave the soul searching to you. I'm sure it goes without saying, but once you've arrived in this otherworldly world, look for a place that smells of mystery and intrigue, and chat with people there. That's standard agent of inquiry protocol. Oh, and since this is Inspector Hildibrand we're talking about, don't be surprised if you find him asleep or having forgotten a thing or two. But not to worry, I prepared my traditional medicine just in case. Don't hesitate to use it. And with that, do take care out there. Alright, let's go to the Crystarium. So yeah, this is how they're bringing Shadowbringers to this questline. Oh, Hildibrand is actually in the first, it seems. Alright, so we want to go down to this area and say hello to Glynard. Oh hey, it's Unica. Hi. Welcome back, my friend. I thought for you a pine, but my barman sense tells me that's not why you're here. So this friend of yours has gone missing. Sorry to hear that, but plenty of travelers pass through these parts. Could you describe the fellow to me? Him, burly, wears a monocle, well-meaning idiot. Yes, sounds familiar. Mind you, I didn't see him myself, but I do believe one of our bounty hunters spied such a man when you were all battling that horde of spectral warriors. Right. So, story time! So, remember in the Heroes Gauntlet how you could have that little Easter egg of seeing Hildibrand amongst all the warriors? Apparently, he can only show up if all 4 party members have completed the Hildibrand quests up to that point. It's the only way he can show up in Heroes Gauntlet. And now you know. Yo, come here a moment. There's someone who wants to speak with you. But yes, you can see Hildibrand during the Heroes Gauntlet, way back 5.3. Is that so? Make it quick. This ale ain't gonna drink itself. Evening, Arya. What brings you back to our neck of the woods? Now that you mention it, I did see someone like that back there on the battlefield after you ran off to do more hero work. First I thought he was gonna attack me like the rest of the spirit what's-its, but no, he just stood there, striking a pose, trying to scare or seduce me. Damned if I could tell. Still, he was glowing, I wasn't able to take any chances, so I said, hey, piss off, ghost, and sent him packing. Did he die, you ask? To which I say, oh, what am I, chirurgeon? Also, I've kept my mug waiting long enough. Good talk. Could it be the Warrior of Darkness? Hi. I thought that was your voice, but was convinced my ears were playing tricks on me. It's good to see you again. I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but we overheard you discussing the renegade poser. We've been searching for him for some time now. There have been sightings in Lakeland, you see. Vulner and I have been tasked with getting to the bottom of it. We have little in the way of useful information, though. All we know is that he appears without warning and strikes a disturbing pose. He's not caused any harm, if you discount the shock of a strange man gesticulating in your general direction, that is. Nevertheless, we're worried his behavior might escalate. Have you been tasked with apprehending the miscreant as well? Not quite, Vonor. Arya's come back to track down a missing friend. I wouldn't call him a friend per se, but I too happen to be looking for a man prone to posing. If the man you're looking for might be one and the same, then why not work together? Between the three of you, you're bound to have better luck. It'll be an honor and a great help. We're just about to leave to gather testimony as it happens. Come and join us in Solon when you're finished here. We'll solve this mystery in no time. Alright, let's go question the locals in Solon, which is that area down there. It's a fort job! There we are, Solon Villager. Did I see him? Oh, you bet I did. I was crossing the forest of the Lost Shepherd on my way to deliver fish to the hostile imperative. Out of nowhere, this odd man leapt in front of me. I thought he was a bandit at first, but then he abruptly turned to the side, curled his neck, and put his fist to his head as if to say, I don't know. It was baffling. Ran when I realized he wasn't going to do anything else. Another person here? Somewhere? Maybe? Could be, right? I don't see another one, though. To the other circle. There's Solon woman. There should be three, though. Why, yes, I saw someone out like that when I was out picking mushrooms in the forest. He even spoke to me. I was repulsed at first by his form, but he only wanted to warn me that fellow beasts lurk in the forest, and I should be wary. Contrary to appearance, I'd say he was actually quite gentlemanly. Yeah, there's another one over there. Shoot. Oh, up here? Yeah. Oh, that fellow. I saw him in the other day on my way home from Clearmount. Enjoyed too many libations after my bath and ended up wandering off into the forest. Before I knew it, the sun was dipping low, the sky turning dark. I was beginning to wonder if I'd ever make it home. I felt a gentleman tug at my arm. And would you believe it? This odd-looking man led me out of the forest and sent me back on the road. Thank him profusely, but he said nothing in reply, just struck his pose and walked off. Finished questioning the locals, have you? Were you able to learn anything? Not only has supposed to cause no harm, he's even helped people. So he's a gentleman, albeit a suspicious one. Something of a contradiction, you might say. But there's no reason to doubt what we heard. Everyone seemed to encounter him in the forest of the Lost Shepherd, right? Then that's where we'll look next, shall we? Off we go to find him. Oh, Hildibrand. Oh, Hildibrand. Over here? Up here? On the one, like, oh my gosh, I played the enemies. They're not gonna aggro me. I'm level 90. Silly me. Well, here we are, but how exactly are we supposed to begin our search? These woods are, well, woods. Leave it to me. I got this. Got a plan, do you? Far be it from me to doubt the warrior of darkness. Show us what you've got in mind. We'll back you up to the best of our ability. Let's do the mambo. Hark! What familiarly gently gyrations are these? On your guard, it's a Sin Eater! No, wait, that's no Sin Eater. It's the Gentleman of Light! Gentleman of Light? Who is this Gentleman of Light of whom you speak? I am the forgiven gentleman, devourer of sins, light warden extraordinaire. You might occasionally moonlight as a zombie overlord, but trust me, you're a gentleman inspector. Inspector. Sin Eater. Inspector. Sin Eater. You're acquainted with this, gentleman? Right then. Clearly your friend has been through a lot, but still, how did he get it in his head he's a Sin Eater? Is there no way to bring back his memories? Explosives! We're still trying to save him, right? Look at White! We've killed him! I knew volleyball could be so deadly. But I guess we can play with a bomb. I say, Arya, I resign myself to nauseous and gentle methodology, but you too, my brutish friend. Never mind that. I do not recall the world being quite so purple. Previously, I was with Nashu and Greg, wandering the bizarre, shadowy realm known as the Introspectorial Rift. Where am I? Who am I? That sickening light, aggressive posturing. I know what you are. You're one of them, aren't you? Well, you need a good old-fashioned floor-bin decking! Kiss off, ghost! Run for your lives! It's a sin eater! Sin eater? I'll be damned, there's a vision of a man's past. No wonder he became convinced he was a sin eater. Thought, too, was quite possibly the most ridiculous memory I've ever glimpsed. Answer me, my faithful assistant, where are we? And why is it so purple? The first what? Are you telling me we somehow traveled to an entirely different world? Good gods, I think that I've transcended the very boundaries of time and space. Worry not, my adoring fans. Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, will return to you forthwith. A soulful reunion. Well, I've enjoyed what time I've spent in this far-flung first that I can remember. We should be getting back to our own world soon. Would you happen to know how we might go about doing that? Restore my soul with a spirit vessel? Say no more! Your cursory description was more than enough for me to grasp the concept completely. It is not unlike brewing the perfect cup of coffee, which means our task is clear. For the services of a skilled soul sommelier. I know a soul sommelier named Becklug. Splendid! I see that even in this world you rub shoulders with the cream. Let's pay this Becklug a visit. Not sure what you're planning to do with souls, but if you require Becklug's assistance, we can help. Ah, they've aided us time and again, and I reckon they do the same for your friend here. Come with us to the Cabinet of Curiosity. I mean, I literally know them. Just saying. I kind of do know them. Alright. Let's head up to the cabinet. Alright, on the first floor. Yeah. Ready, I'll call for Becklug. Ah, the genie sommelier. You have come highly recommended by Arya, and what an adorable little puppy you have. So, what? Puppy? Beg your pardon. There seems to be quite some confusion. Puppy? Who is this imbecile, Arya? I'd have a mind to make him dig a hole so I can throw him in it. But I presume he is a friend of yours, and when in need no less. What? Another of your friends needs to be sent back to the source? Have you forgotten how complex and difficult it was to do it the last time? You waltzed in here and asking you this favor with the air of one shopping for a new hat. And his case is no different from the others, at least. He is present only in soul, as they were. Wielding another spirit vessel, of course. You don't happen to have one on you already, do you? Interested by the crystal extract, you say. If only he knew how you were using it. Fortunately, I have a Porksy on hand. We've been using it to treat patients at risk of transforming into eaters, but I suppose it's due for a change of pace. There is, however, one concern. In case I didn't make it clear before, the process can place great strain upon one's soul. If he is lacking resilience, there's a chance he will not survive. His very essence will be rent asunder. After what he's lived through, it would be implausibly anticlimactic for him to die like that. Arya knows me all too well, I assure you, my good sommelier, who is most certainly not a dog. You needn't worry for Hildibrand, Helidor, Maximilian de Munderville. Yes, I get the distinct impression that the gods themselves could not kill him if they tried. And they have. Well, then Hildia can't be bothered to remember that name. 1,000 things simply pull me to the soul siphon, I shall hop right in. The rest of you can wait here. I promise I won't hurt him, no matter how much I might be tempted. You will be pleased to know the process was smooth and uneventful. Honestly, I was hoping for more of a challenge. All you need to do is take his spirit vessel back to the source and bring it in contact with his corporeal body. She'll wake it immediately with his soul and memories intact. If there's nothing else, Vulner and I should be getting back to our duties. It was a pleasure, Arya, if all too brave. I won't pretend I understood even a fraction of what happened, but glad I was there for it. Till we meet again, rest assured that Taylor and I will be doing our damnedest to look after the people here in your absence. Alright, let's return to Razadhan. You're back! In a moment too soon. We have an emergency on our hands! Inspector Soul is in this, you say? That's great, but we have another problem now. The inspector's body has gone missing! Went to the markets to do some shopping. When he came back, he was nowhere to be seen! I double-checked that every door was locked before we left. There's nothing to suggest someone forced their way in. We've got a case on our hands. A case of the evaporating specter. We must begin our investigation at once. Come on, we'll start looking for witnesses. Did I see anyone get carried out of that house, you ask? I was too distracted with stock taking to make note of any comings or goings. Sorry, I couldn't be of more help. I didn't see anyone carry a person out of the house, no. But I did see a man carrying a particularly large sack, so heavy he strained to lift it. I didn't think much of it at the time, but now you mention it, it was a bit suspicious. Ah, there you are. This man says he has vital information to help us in our investigation. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm Delian, editor-in-chief of the Fafnarian Truth, a monthly publication devoted to exploring unexplained and otherworldly phenomena of our isle. Your companions share with me the news of your friend's disappearance. I happen to know precisely who's behind the incident, but I fear you may not like the answer for the kidnapper. It's not of this star. They come from the heavens, from beyond the great expanse to descend in curious, saucer-shaped airships to study our world, our society, our buildings, our very bodies. You shudder, no doubt, as you realize of whom I speak. It couldn't be, you protest. Oh, but it could, and it is. Your dear friend, the inspector, has been abducted by aliens! Oh, but he'll be fine, you assure yourself. After all, they just want to understand this better. You poor, deluded child. That they do, but to what end? Why else? That they might one day take over our world! What is worse, they plot to do so with aid of collaborators, for the Charlians are in league with our would-be overlords, providing the aliens with vital information of our vulnerabilities in exchange for a position of power within their regime. The final days was also the work of these alien invaders, an attempt to sow chaos their world would be easier to conquer. Blessedly, it was thwarted, if only by dumb luck, as those that did the thwarting were blissfully unaware of the true nature of the threat. I'd hoped that the setback would discourage the aliens from coming back, if not move them on to abandon their ambitions. Seem the events have only emboldened them, if they are indeed carrying out abductions here in Hun. You never speak, your friend lays prone on the sterile bed, their face on the surface of the moon, where they poke and probe him with inscrutable instruments as their floppy ears wiggle with fiendish delight. Ah, but I have said too much. I must continue my investigation in secret. The fate of our world is at stake. You really think a opera took him? Oh no, that sounds awful! We have to go to the moon and save the inspector at once! At least you got the floppy ears part right. So you don't think the inspector is somewhere getting probed by aliens? If not them, then who's probing him? A man carrying a suspiciously large sack? That sounds promising. Maybe someone else can tell us more. Someone up ahead may have seen something. Let's ask around. Ashu is now accompanying you. Alright, where are we going? Not far, honestly. We do have a conversation point first, though. Right up there. Our Casadora is... Regan and his family are the nicest people. They've got such gentle eyes and long snouts, too. Longer than anyone I've ever met in Eorzea. Wow. That was... enlightening. Hello. Point. And with a sack indeed, I couldn't help but take note of him as he passed, trying so very hard to be inconspicuous as he was. He ascended Alzadol's path and went over to the fountain, where he met with a merchant, I believe. Such a hefty sack it was. My mind was racing with possibilities of what it might contain. That had to be our man, right? We need to hunt down that merchant. Well, first we need to hunt down this. was gonna say, shouldn't mess with things, right? Al-Zadal's peace. Within this mausoleum is interred the mortal remains of Al-Zadal, leader of the Ori tribe, who sailed to Thavner from the mainland. By joining the might of his people with Arkosadara, Al-Zadal tipped the scales against Gajasura, bringing an end to the internecine war of the Matonga tribes. Alright, so we can actually just drop. And she'll think nothing of it. Discuss the fountain. It's incredible, isn't it? Reminds me of the giant statue of Lord Gofford at the Gold Saucer. Once the inspector's back on his feet, we'll have to show him. Yeah. Hey, traveling merchant. Look at my main character, that's also when I found that Vista point. A man with a large sack. You bet I saw him. In fact, I sold him my chocobo. First I thought I told him to get lost. That bird and I go way back and so forth. But he was in a hurry and his offer was very generous. When you're in my line of work, you can't afford to get too sentimental. And now I can buy a whole stable's worth of chocobos. Did he say where he's planning to go next? He was murmuring something about having to get back to Saltwind's welcome in a hurry. Probably why he was desperate for a chocobo. It's a long way to go on foot. Never mind the sack. You hear that, Arya? We have to get to Saltwind's welcome right away! Alright, well I guess she's no longer accompanying us. Ugh, these are both not great points to get to it from. Here we are, which means the mysterious man with mysterious sack must be near. Keep your eyes peeled. Over there! That man is definitely up to no good. If he's waiting for a co-conspirator, we should stay out of sight and watch what happens. Oh, Mr. Chupacabra? But he expressly told us that he had put evil schemes behind him. He wouldn't lie, would he? The goods appear to be none the worse for wear. Very well, your payment is promised. My client will be most pleased. Oh no! Is he gonna feed the inspector that giant sea monster? It is an honor and a pleasure as always, Dr. Luger. I have faith this specimen will meet with your satisfaction. So this is the one said to be the strongest, most resilient in all the world, the Vanderbilt man? None other. He has weathered countless explosions, multiple martial abuses, really devastating suplex I myself did witness. It is even said he survived the journey to Delamuth itself and survived the lesser moons followed with a nary a scratch. Most fortunately for us, he has fallen into a coma from which I am assured he will never awake. You're free to do with his body as you please. Hee hee hee! Even the mightiest of warriors can't fight while asleep! Those meddlers may have gotten the better of me and my beautiful boy, the Tower of Babel, but my next child will be all but invincible. With this body of mine to command, I will exact a bloody, glorious revenge. Forgive me my boldest, Dr. Legay, but when I expect the rest of my payment, I have debts that must be repaid. Worry not. With the Telophoroi gone for good, the vast fortune of House Brutus is entirely at my disposal. shall shower you with wealth, my royal minion. And gladly will I accept the spoils, Doctor, and I resolve never to renounce my wicked ways, for surely this time I'll suffer no comeuppance. No, not you, not now. I must away. Wait, Dr. Luge, my payment? Wake up, Inspector! Could it be? The world's no longer purple. Stop moving! Damn you! You're supposed to be Governor centerpiece of my glorious revenge! God, again! No! I say, that was a rather dramatic series of events to awaken to, but more importantly, a brief detour, I find myself in my own world once more. My most sincere apologies for causing you such trouble, my loyal assistant. Rejoice, for Hildibrand, Angel of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, has made his triumphant return! Inspector! I knew it! An alien abduction! And to think I'd have the chance to witness one with my own eyes! This month's issue of Thavnarian Truth shall be the best one yet! And just when I thought we finally had the Inspector back, off he went, and then came back, and then floated off again. I know it's not the first time he's been taken to the skies without warning, but still, it's always a little disappointing. Still, there's no use crying over flying inspectors. Let's return to Bronzeton. Let's return to Bronzeton. And speak with Nashu, who is, right here. Oh, Inspector, why have you left me again, and where have you gone? No, this won't do. Get it together, Nashu. There's a case to be solved. Just you wait, Inspector. Your loyal assistant Nashu will solve the mystery of your disappearance. Again! And don't you worry, Arya. As soon as I have a new lead, you'll be the first to know. Till next time. Meanwhile, in Mare Lamentorum... With astute mind and explosive panache, he'll try the crime and crack the case in flash. Dashing debonair, her gentleman's flair, our engine inquiry, Hildibrand, Mandeville. Truth and justice never go out of style. That's as much singing as you're getting out of me for that. Alright, well that wraps up Hildibrand for patch 6.1, and that also wraps up patch 6.1. So next time, we are going to go in search of Ajaya! Yay! We can actually continue the story. Woo! So yeah, Hildibrand is no longer going to be relegated to the end of the expansion for me. It is going to be happening patch by patch. Hope you're all excited for that. There's a reason though. We'll get to that in 6.2! So, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider liking, commenting, and or subscribing. If you really enjoyed it, consider supporting the channel. All support really helps to keep making content like this and more. Find links for that in the description, along with links to me on social media. So thank you again for watching, and until next time, this is rinimt signing out. Bye!